Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build. Today, I am doing a build that's a bit rundown, disgusting, falling apart, possibly a bit post-apocalyptic, or in a dystopian future sort of situation. I'm not really sure which one of those phrases I think works better for this situation, or which one is the title of this video. I guess you guys will know by the time you are watching this, but we're building a beach house today. You might recognize this if you come to my streams over on twitch.tv/MissGryphi. We actually built this on New Year's Eve because it felt like an appropriate way to end 2020 to just do this disheveled, dystopian future type build. And somebody had actually suggested this on one of my videos a few weeks back, saying, hey, can you do like a super rundown, like post-apocalyptic beach house? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. That sounds really fun. So that's what I'm doing. You can kind of see it's very overgrown. There's a trailer over here. We're adding some graffiti. The building looks fine so far, but it's going to get a lot worse. And I go crazy with debug. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so naturally, this was a lot of fun. I love cluttered, disgusting, dirty builds, and that's definitely what this one is. Sorry if you could hear some sort of like static. I feel like that's sort of what it sounds like in the background a moment ago. Or you might recognize what the noise is. It's water going through pipes in the wall. My neighbor must be using the bathroom or something, because suddenly pipe noises in my office. I wish I could like drown that out better, but my mic always picks that up no matter what. So sorry about that. Anyway, figuring out the roofing here, and as you can see, I put an army vehicle on its side. That is from Strangerville. I thought that was kind of a cool touch for this build, and I'm actually cutting a hole in the roof here, which I thought was such a cool idea somebody had suggested. So just drawing out some fences here and making it so, part of the roof is missing. I also make it so the door is swung open, and I thought that was kind of fun as well. And basically, this place isn't super functional. It has some of the things you would need, but it's supposed to be super destroyed. I feel like this would be a fun house to play in if you were doing like a Rags to Riches series, where you had to start with this and figure your way through it. Granted, this house does come in a little bit over starter budget. It is 21,734 simoleons. I wasn't really trying to make it a budget home because I was just having fun making it look destroyed. So, it's not the cheapest option, but it was really fun to build. And if you guys would like to download this, it is available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and I will have all of that information in the description down below. Now, I know it's not realistic to have a palm tree growing completely out of the ocean, or at least I think it's not. I could be wrong. Maybe that's realistic. I've seen palm trees like twice in my life, and they were both last year, or 2 years ago now. Oh my gosh, it's 2021. They were both in 2019, and I don't know a lot about them. They're really pretty, but they're not something I've seen much of ever. But I thought it looked cute back there. I felt like we needed a tree back there, so it's in the ocean, and we're gonna ignore that. It just looks nice. So anyway, painting this, you can see a lot of the walls are missing. I'm using columns to be kind of the framework of the house, adding lots of cobwebs and rips and tears, and I just wanted this place to look really run down. Really gross. What happened here? I don't know. I think that'll be up to you if you decide to play as this. Yes, you're gonna play as the house, live out the life of the house. I mean, I guess that's what you're doing in The Sims, seeing what happens to things over time as your Sims live in it. But anyway, if you decide to play in this house, you can decide what actually happened here. I feel like this could be a really fun location for some storytelling. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about machinimas. I used to make them, and they were so much fun. And I love this kind of stuff. Anyway, adding some more cobwebs. I end up using a combination of the regular cobwebs and then some of the ones from Debug, because those ones like you can actually size up, this is one of those right there, because I really wanted a big one in that space. But the little ones, like the regular ones, they don't size up. We also have lots of vines, a bunch of different chunks of wood I have just floating around in the water. Once again, some of this stuff might not be as realistic. There's a car under the water. I don't know what sort of spiders are near the beach. I don't know these things. I don't go to the beach. I don't have palm trees. These are all guesses. This was just a really fun build, like I had mentioned, and getting some more landscaping in here. I really love the debug landscaping from Island Living, but debug landscaping in general. Also adding some trash in the water because that seemed appropriate for this build. And there'll be some oil stains and stuff as well. Some more trash over there. Oh, just so much trash. This was so fun. Why is it so much fun just to add trash to builds in The Sims? It's just, there's something so satisfying about it. And here are those oil stains I'm adding using that rug that is like a dirty spot from Strangerville. Also adding the sort of like army bed over here from that pack, a little side table, which is from Jungle Adventure, some more stains. I can't remember which ones I end up using, and I know I sized up a lot of stuff and changed the colors a bunch of times. I just had fun figuring out the layout in here because I really wanted there to be very few walls left behind. So there's parts of the walls to a bathroom area. Some stuff is still here, some isn't. There's holes in the ground. I haven't added those yet, but there's going to be holes in the ground. This really old, messed up toilet. A little sink in here as well. Did I add a shower? I did. I added the one from Snowy Escape in there. And the way you can cook in this house is with that grill that I popped in that is from Jungle Adventure. It's like a barrel grill. I really like that. And just cutting another hole in the ground. There's one in the bathroom and then one in the center area here. There's not a functional fridge because I am using that sort of destroyed fridge that's on its back with the door pulled off of it from Eco Lifestyle. That made the most sense. Eco Lifestyle is just so good for making things look disgusting and destroyed. So definitely used quite a bit of that here. This is not a limited pack build in any way. I kind of went all out with packs. I've been trying to do some more limited pack builds recently though, so of course if you have any suggestions, especially if there's a theme behind it, not just like, can you use these 2 packs? If you're like, ooh, these 2 packs would be really cool for this kind of build or something like that, that'd be awesome. I love reading your guys' suggestions. We end up coming up with some cool stuff sometimes, and a lot of the times I take the suggestions from comments here and then we build those over on Twitch and then it eventually comes here, kind of like this build. And my neighbor keeps turning their water on. But anyway, I'm adding a planter over here in the corner, combining a couple of items. I thought having this more dead plant looked kind of cool. And getting some more cracks and tears, spider webs. I should be adding a painting on the floor over there, like it fell off the wall. Lots more cracks. I'm just kind of going around and being like, what does it still need? It doesn't feel finished yet. What can I add to complete this build? Also adding some posters of some hazmat suits and stuff. Well, I don't know what happened for this place to look like this, but I think it's kind of fun to imagine that. Adding a table over here by the grill so you have a place to sit and eat. We, of course, added a juice keg in here. That was necessary. Some counters for food prep. You're probably not going to be able to access them. We need an ATM. Absolutely needed a tied-up ATM. A list of what's for food. I got rid of that. But just added some knives, some more cobwebs. There's a machete under the bed. You know, we're getting all of your necessities in here. I think this is going to be a great home for your Sims and their families. Getting a little froggy friend, some crates. I really like these crates from Cats and Dogs Debug. I think they're really useful. I've used them before as like an island counter in a kitchen. I just think they're really cool. And then some wood and some dirty plates and more chunks of wood. I add a bunch of piles of like wood around this space. And I actually really like that with this one. I end up covering the hole with it like they were trying to patch it up. I thought that was kind of cool. Or maybe they were ripping it up. Either or. I think both ideas work there. But anyway, just finishing up the front of this build, and then we're going to be heading on into screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I'd love to have you join us. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.